Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you, I say Shalom. And just going to go through Exodus chapter 9. This is Exodus chapter 9, verse 1. Then Yahweh said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus saith Yahweh, power of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the hand of Yahweh is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. And what was going on was the Israelites were in bondage and captivity under the Egyptians, man. Okay. And Pharaoh refused to let the children of Israel go, even though the Mosai sent the lice, he sent the different plagues, he sent flies and frogs, but Pharaoh's heart was hardened. And then it says, there shall be a grievous murrain, which murrain is a disease upon the cattle, okay? A plague upon the livestock, a disease upon the cattle. So the Most High say, if you refuse to let my people go, he's going to smite the different cattle with the disease. Keep reading on, it says, And Yahweh shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. And the Lord Yahweh appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow Yahweh shall do this thing in the land. And Yahweh did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. So the Most High, he looked, after his people, man. The cattle for the Egyptians, the cattle of the Egyptians died, but the cattle of the Israelites, they remained alive. That just show you that the Heavenly Father had favor upon his people. Okay, care for his people. Verse 7, Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead, and the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. And Yahweh said unto Moses and unto Aaron, Take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt. Okay, keep reading on. It says, And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. So imagine that, man. Boils breaking forth, man. People being inflamed with blains and boils. on their bodies, man. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You got the animals breaking out with boils, people breaking out with boils on their skin. Okay? That just show you the power of the Heavenly Father. That show you that the Heavenly Father was bringing the plagues. Okay? I got in my notes here blisters, boils, blisters breaking forth on people's skin. That must be very painful. That had to be painful. That had to be painful. All right? Verse 11, and the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. And Yahweh hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh has spoken unto Moses. So the Heavenly Father hardened, made Pharaoh's mind hard, to the point he did not want to let the children of Israel go. Let me bring out a precept. This is Proverbs 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? There you go. Man's goings are of the Most High. How can a man then understand his own way? Just to show you the power of the Heavenly Father, okay? The Heavenly Father controls all right? The Heavenly Father brought plagues upon cattle, the cattle disease, right? Um, the plague of boils. When you read the chapter, plague of boils, plague of cattle, all right? Blisters upon people, boils upon people, the Egyptians, and the cattle. When you look up that word moraine in the Latin, it's morai. It means to die. Just want to bring that up. Okay, Exodus chapter 9, verse 13. And Yahweh said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say unto him, thus saith Yahweh, power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. And in very deed, for this cause have I raised thee up, for to shew in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. So the Heavenly Father wrote, he raised up Pharaoh to ultimately bring him down. Okay. And in these times, you have Esau, Edom being raised up, right? They're in the power seat. And the Heavenly Father is going to bring them down. Okay. So you got Esau in the power seat, but ultimately the Heavenly Father is going to bring them down. Right now, Esau's Edom, starting with the lead bankers, they think they're going to rule forever. They're in the power seat. They think they're just going to continue their wickedness, but the Heavenly Father, through Yahweh Shai and the angels, going to bring down Esau, Edom, just like how the Most High brought down Pharaoh. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay? This is Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 16, verse 15. The Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world. That's right, and to this very day. We speak on what happened to the Egyptians a long time ago because the account is written in the scriptures. You know, a lot of people know about the plagues of Egypt and how the Most High brought the plagues. This is Exodus chapter 9, verse 17. As yet exaltest thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as have not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even until now. Send therefore now, and gather thy cattle, and all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field, and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He that feared the word of the Lord Yahweh among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of the Lord Yahweh left his servants and his cattle in the field. And Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, upon beast, and upon every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and Yahweh sent thunder and hail, and fire ran along upon the ground. And Yahweh rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. So the Most High sent hail, fire mingled with hail. He sent fire, hail upon the Egyptians that was left in the field. Okay, the Most High ain't playing, man. Like, he's not playing. So you people think the Heavenly Father is like not awake. You think he's asleep. You think he don't see anything. Man, the Heavenly Father sees all. He knows all. Okay? The Heavenly Father sent hail upon the cattle, upon certain of the cattle, upon certain of the Egyptians. So imagine these last days. This place is what? Babylon the Great. It's a spiritual Egypt. This places were also spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. This place is one big melting pot of wickedness, man. So what you think is going to happen? And when you read the scriptures, Babylon can't be healed. So the judgment's already set. It's time to fear Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. This is Exodus chapter 9, verse 25. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field and break every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. So the Heavenly Father, once again, he was protecting his people, man. Okay, keep reading. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron and said unto them, I have sinned this time. Yahweh is righteous, and I and my people are wicked. That's right. So you Hamites, you Egyptians, you Hamites, man. Okay, you're wicked. You heathens, you're wicked. That's what it is. You heathens are wicked. Sirach 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. We're reading about the hail that the Heavenly Father sent amongst the Egyptians. Okay, fire, hail, the Most High sent fire, death, okay, famine. He sent that. He sent those things upon the Egyptians, man. And certain of the livestock died, certain of the cattle died. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment. They shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So the Most High created everything, man. He created spirits. He created spirits. There be spirits created for vengeance. Hell has a spirit on it. Hell, fire, famine. Those are all spirits. The Heavenly Father created that. He ordained that. He sanctioned it. Okay? He's the ultimate movie director. They're not going to transgress his word if the Heavenly Father give a commandment for a spirit to go forth. But guess what? That spirit's going to go forth. Okay? They're not going to disobey his word. Nope. We talking about Yahweh, the Almighty here, through Yahweh Shai. Okay? The omnipotent one, the all-powerful one. He brought the plagues upon the Egyptians. He ain't playing. He's about business. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. This is Exodus chapter 9, verse 28. Entreat Yahweh, for it is enough that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and ye shall stay no longer. So imagine that. You hearing thunder, loud thunder, thunder like you never heard before. Boom, boom, as if it's in your ear. Fire mixed with hail coming down. Hail mixed with fire, mingled with fire. Boils breaking out upon the people and upon the cattle. Your livestock just fell out and just died. Because the Heavenly Father sent what? More rain. A disease for cattle. Just drop dead. Boom. Exodus chapter 9, verse 30. But as for thee and thy servants, I know that ye will not fear Yahweh power. And the flax and the barley was smitten, for the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bold. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh and spread abroad his hands unto Yahweh, and the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as Yahweh had spoken by Moses. Because ultimately, the Heavenly Father was hardening Pharaoh's heart, man. Okay, so I just want to bring that out, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.